The window seat kittens. When their previous foster parents had to leave town, 2 tiny kittens came to stay with us just for 2 weeks. They arrived in a small carrier on a cool afternoon, blinking up at me with those unsure, wondering eyes that only 8-week-old kittens have. They were quiet, unusually quiet, no meows, no protests. Just a bundle of soft fur pressed together, like they were holding on to each other for courage. We carried them into the spare room. We had prepared a cozy corner filled with blankets, toys, and a big window that looked out over the garden. That window would become their world. From the very first day, it was clear they loved the window seat. They spent hours sitting there, watching the trees sway and the sunlight dance across the glass. Sometimes both of them sat in a row like tiny statues, tails curling and eyes wide at the birds fluttering by. Other times, one would press its little paw against the window, as if trying to touch the outside world. They were shy at first, too shy to approach us. Whenever we came in, they'd scatter like petals in the wind, hiding behind the curtains or under the chair. It wasn't fear, exactly, it was just uncertainty. So we gave them space. No sudden moves, no loud voices. I'd sit on the floor near the window every morning with a cup of tea and a book, reading softly, letting them get used to my voice. Sometimes I'd pretend not to look at them at all, just letting my presence fill the room gently, like background music. That's the first secret to fostering shy kittens. You don't chase trust, you earn it, quietly. The next few days, small things began to change. A paw print on the blanket closer to me, a curious nose peeking around the chair leg, a little stretch and yawn, followed by an uncertain step in my direction. By the end of the first week, one of them, the smallest gray kitten, decided I was safe enough to sit beside. She curled up near my knee and fell asleep. The others followed her lead soon after. It's always like that. Once one kitten finds courage, the rest begin to bloom. They had their neuter surgeries that week too. I was nervous, even though I knew it was routine. When they came back, still sleepy from anesthesia, they curled up together on a soft blanket near the same window. Even with their tiny cones, they somehow found a way to rest side by side, their little breaths rising and falling together. That window seat had become their home base, their comfort zone, their morning sun, their healing space. Every afternoon, I'd find them there, soaking in the light, their fur warm and golden. Sometimes they'd nap, sometimes they'd watch the world outside, the postman, the leaves falling, the neighbor's cat walking by. There was something deeply peaceful about it, as if they were reminding me how beautiful stillness can be. The second week passed softly. They no longer hid when I entered the room. They followed me to the door when I brought food. One of them even started to purr when I sat nearby, a quiet, trembling sound that felt like a little thank you. That's the second secret to fostering shy kittens. Patience is love in action. You don't rush connection, you create safety, and trust grows in its own time. When the day came for them to go back to their original foster home, I tried to act brave, but it's impossible not to feel a little tug at your heart. I packed their small toys, their blanket that still smelled like sunshine, and wiped the paw prints off the window seat, though part of me didn't want to. When their carrier door closed, the room suddenly felt too quiet. Even our older cat, who had been watching them from afar, sat near the window as if waiting for them to reappear. Fostering is like that, a beautiful kind of heartbreak. You open your home, fall a little in love, and then let go, so they can move on to the next part of their story. But you never really lose them. They leave tiny traces behind, a few cat hairs on the blanket, a scratch on the chair, and an imprint in your memory of 2 little kittens who loved the light. Fostering tip: if you ever take care of shy kittens, remember, don't force affection. Sit quietly nearby, talk softly, and let them decide when it's time. Offer a safe space with hiding spots and soft blankets. Routine and calm energy are what tell them, you're safe here. 2 weeks, 2 kittens, countless quiet mornings, and one window that will never look the same without them. Sometimes the smallest guests leave the biggest piece behind. Thank you so much for watching our 5th fostering journey with these 2 shy little window lovers. If you enjoyed spending time with the window seat duo, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us continue fostering and sharing stories like this. And now we'd love to hear from you. Where does your cat love to sit the most? Do they have a favorite window, a sunny spot, or a secret cozy corner? Share your stories in the comments below. We read every single one, and we can't wait to hear about your feline friends.